Say when you sing, you do the right thing. When you move, you find the right groove. Sing. to sing forever.
The Go Prayer Book, please turn to page 34. If you have the white binder and not the Go Prayer Book, please turn to the page that's titled Kadampa Center Prayers, and we'll begin by chanting the Shakyamuni Buddha's mantra 3 times. Te ata mune mune maha munaye soha. Te ata mune mune maha munaye soha. Te ata mune mune maha munaye soha. Now the Medicine Buddha stanza and mantra are on the blue sheet if you have the white binder. So let's read the stanza 1 time first, and then let's chant the mantra 7 times. Bhagawan with equal compassion for all, whose name, when merely heard, dispels the suffering of the lower realms. Dispeller of disease and the 3 poisons, I prostrate to Medicine Buddha, lapis light. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Teyata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Teyata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha. Now let's read the four measurables 3 times in English. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. May all sentient... That's the third one. One more. May all sentient beings have happiness and the cause of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. Now turn the page to 37. In the bottom you see 2 mantras. We'll chant the Chenrezig mantra 8 times. He's the Buddha of Great Compassion. And then the mantra for Green Tara is 7 times. She's the Buddha of Enlightened Activity. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Yeah, the children are welcome to go to their classes. Thank you.
Cat sleeping meditation. Are we? The video, almost the video. All the play. All the play or yeah. Yeah.
When you sing, you do the right thing. When you pray, you find the right way. Sing. So when you sing, you do the right thing. When you move, you find the right groove. Sing. never to sing forever.
Tina Turner.
Did you enjoy the song? Somebody from India sent it to me from the monastery. One of my teacher student attendants, he sent it to me. I thought, I watched briefly. I thought, wow, so I never saw thinking Sanskrit. So anyway, so good morning. Yeah. Maybe would you mind to take me a few minutes to introduce to yourself, introduce to each other. Well, I will introduce myself to the cat.
want
Yes.
to play it again?
Maybe turn off, please. Turn off.
Turn it off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh. No need to ring, people hear. No need to ring, people heard the noise. Oh yeah, thank you very much. Oh, here one question. I think we're probably sitting here probably 2 weeks. Last week I was teaching in Charlotte. The question here, what is the antidote for depressions? What is the antidote? What is the antidote for depressions? Any donations? I think that's not exact word that exists in Tibetan language. Depressions. There's not like I don't even there's a word in Tibetan. So I'll share some of my experience with one of my friends. So I think every 10 years he go through these cycles, up. So that's where everybody says his friend depression. So he was in Thailand, so afraid to come back because he has nobody here. I asked him to come back, so I will take care of him. I will take care of him. So he stayed with me 1 month. I took him 1 month. So I'm not doctor, so I don't have any knowledge about depressions. So if he's afraid, so I say, I have time. So I say I will take care of him. He came and stayed and let me. I stayed in my bedroom because there's attached bathroom. Stayed there 1 month. What happened? Like he closed everything down. He never opened the window. All the windows closed, shut down, even during the daytime. I think like even though I know about meditations at that time, it's not the circumstances is not right to teach him meditations because he can't focus, he cannot concentrate. Talking about spiritual practice with him doesn't help. So what I did is I took him out in the wood every single day, few hours. No talk at all, no talk, just walk every single day. So that's the probably most exercise I've got since I came to the United States. Every single day, 2 or 3 hours in the woods. Once in a while he says something, he says something, are you sure you know the road? But he's worried because we are going to get lost. So I say yes. So then we go. So then I asked some of my friends here from Kadampa Center who has experience, who went through depressions. I asked them to please come over, help. So then, people came, and sometimes they take him also out to take a long walk. So each time when I asked, some of my friends came to talk to him, that day he was kind of glow, he was kind of, maybe he felt finally he met someone who understands what he's going through. So I don't understand. Therefore I have nothing to say, just walk. Nothing to say. So even though, like, yeah, you could say, oh, this weather is very nice, very beautiful. Person don't see. Person only see if there's like this much positive, they only see this much. Or rest all dark. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing. Well, of course I pray. So then slowly, like even though don't remember how to drive, or so afraid to drive. Yeah, you used to drive all your life, so now all of a sudden you are so afraid to drive. So don't remember when to take medication. So then I, help him to make sure that he takes his medication. So then slowly, like after maybe 15 days, then he started to rise a little bit up, a little bit come, and he talks a little bit. So it's very interesting. So sometimes we sit in front of the lake, so all of a sudden that kind of late evening he sees sunset, and he felt so relieved. He said, oh, Geshe, I feel so good. So there's not meditation. So it's very hard to say. Even though there's like, you could say so much in the word, but practically, I think situations is like complicated, very complicated one. So that's what I did. So after 1 month, by the time he left my house, he's almost become a normal. So now he's absolutely normal. He's now absolutely normal. So he said he go through this every 10 years. He go through the cycles. So literally, there's nothing much I really can say, or like, oh, I can ask him to sit down, meditate. But he's not going to meditate. And physically he looks fine. There's nothing wrong with physical, but I have no idea what he's going through. The way he sometimes explains, like he feel like he's in like this deep hole that he can't get out. So I sympathize, but So now please, you help me. So what is the antidote for depression? What is the antidote? So I thought like antidote maybe walking in the wood every single day, 3 hours.
Good morning. I just read something by the Dalai Lama, and he said the key to happiness is serving others.
Yeah, Andrew does. Well, yeah, please. Whoever wants to say, please.
Someone who is actually going through depression, the thing that you can do is there's certain things you have to accept, and you have to move on. And if you have to, meditation has helped me definitely, having those conversations with my mind. What can I accept? What about this can I change? If there are things that you cannot change, you have to let it go. And it's really about accepting and just letting go and moving forward.
Wonderful, very good. Wonderful, yeah.
I had a friend, I still have a friend, yeah, she's still my friend. But she was...
That's good news.
Yeah, very good news, yes. She's a wonderful person, but she was clinically depressed. And it's my first experience with depression. It's when I was a student, and we became friends. And this is when I was dealing with my own physical problems. And but I would take time. We'd sit and we'd talk, and the conversations was always about her situation, always about how she felt like this is the way that I feel is the way that I've always felt, and the way I will always feel. It's never going to change, and so forth. And it was just by accident. I just said, we were just standing once, and I said, Athena, I need to sit down. I'm really feeling some pain. And immediately her thoughts turned towards me, and it just lifted her out of her depression. And so I thought, this must be the answer. If you can get outside of yourself and really begin to think about other people and consider other people, then that will help you to be able to move on and move past that. As long as you stay stuck in your own little muck, you will always stay there. So you got to think about other people, realizing, and also realizing not having this global thinking that this is the way that it is, this is the way it's always been, this is the way it's always going to be, because things change all the time. So it's just by accident, and she's doing well. She still have her bouts like your friend, but she's able to come out of it and immediately she thinks about other people and what she can do for others. Yeah.
About 10 or 15 years ago, I went to a mind science conference by His Holiness down at Emory, and the topic was depression, and they had experts, international experts in the field of neurology, psychology, psychiatry, and all the medicine, all the related fields. And they all talked about this topic of depression, of what it was and how to resolve it. And they all agreed that if somebody was in the depths of a really profound depression, it was important for them to get medication or other kinds of professional help. But in order to prevent depression, or as an assist to somebody who was getting this medical help and climbing out of it, they noticed that there were some common factors in everybody who's depressed. One is they feel like their life has no value. Second, they feel really isolated, like what their life doesn't have any effect on others, what they are or do doesn't matter to anybody else. And they think that whatever their problems are, it will always be a problem. Like Andre was saying, the problems will always be there, will never change. So they found that teaching people to meditate, to think about some of our basic Buddhist beliefs, first of all, to counter the fact that they think their life has no value, to think about the precious human life, and to counterbalance their feelings of isolation, to think about interdependence, how we are all connected to one another. And then the third, where they think their problems don't end, they need to think about how dependent arising, nothing stays the same. Everything changes, the good and the bad, and you can try and guide the direction that the changes will take. So they found that to be very helpful.
The sunshine makes everybody very happy. And they say sun really does something, serotonin or something in the brain. It increases happiness in your mind. If that's true or not, so that's interesting.
First, I'll second what she said. A lot of what I read says definitely get outside, enjoy nature. That'll brighten your day, brighten anyone's day. Kind of on the side a little bit, but at the same time goes along with it. I came across this the other day. Shout out to all the men going through a lot, with no one to turn to because this world wrongly taught our males to mask their emotions, and that strong means silent. And that's so true, especially when it comes to depression or anything emotional. We're not supposed to show that. That to us says weakness, and men can't be weak, right? We're tough, we're strong. So that, like what you said, also that goes along with it, that just to get to crack open the guy, to get him to talk, to get him to open up is half the battle. You know, once you can do that, then half the battle's done. You can get him to talk and let go of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just heard this quote one day, and I hope it resonates with you because I think it's a good quote. It goes, it's better to waste a moment in life than waste your life in a moment. And I think that applies to ruminating. If an event has happened to you, then it's better to let it go. That you might think it wasn't the best that it could be. It's better to let it go than to let it control your life moving forward.
Yeah, please give one big round of applause for all the people. Yeah, so at that time, Geshe Sangpo was at home. Then Geshe Sangpo was talking to that persons. And then finally that person told Geshe Sangpo, it's easier said than done. So, when you look at it from outside, you don't understand. The person is functioning physically fine, but you can't see what's inside. Anyway, thank you very much for sharing your knowledge about depression. What is the cause? But probably there's no one particular cause for depressions. What's the cause? Maybe there may be so many different causes. Yeah, so probably, like, I have really nothing much to say. Nothing much to say. Maybe we create here at the Kadampa Center care group. So then, as I said, as the gentleman said, set your pride aside. Talk. So I will also first volunteer to take you in the wood. 2 hours, walk, no talk. I will first volunteer. So maybe create some kind of group. So make sure that person get out of his house or her house, and then maybe take around. So that's practically, that is Dharma. That's Dharma, helping others. So there's something that we as a community we can do. There's something we can do. So then, so based on my experience with my friend, that will help. That will definitely help. I'm not sure how much you can help that person by talking. That's hard to say. I choose not to talk much and take him out every single day. So generally speaking, see, in Buddhism, what is called samsara, it's not a place, it's our own existence. There will be complications. So there's nature of samsara. So please, you read what is samsara. You can't fix everything. That's impossible. You can't fix everything. Certain things you can't fix. Even though somebody says, you can fix everything, probably that's not true. So need to understand that. Then also need to understand why things are happening in your life, in the community, in the society, in the world. Don't blame yourself that you are doing something that create all these problems. Probably not true. Not true. So many things happening based on cause and conditions. Then, long as be part of samsara, life is not going to be happy all the time. That's the fact. That's the fact. So if you really want to be happy all the time, then according to Buddhist teaching, what you need to do, what you should do, then you should liberate. You should liberate or free yourself from the samsara. Then life is going to be happy, means like probably much more less complications. Not happy in the sense kind of like excitement, jumping up and down, not that kind of happiness. That's no, we're not talking about that. Whenever I say what happiness, I'm not talking about that kind of happiness. Deep down, no matter what, it's always that calm deep down. Oh. Feel purpose, feel purpose. So that might help, just learning about nature of samsara. Nothing is perfect. According to Buddhism, perfection is beyond samsara. It's called liberations. So there, everything is perfect. Here, why? Because there are so many hundreds of different types of thought arise every single day. And out of that, how many of them are good, positive? So based on that, then you can say, oh, my life is happy or not happy. Then you know. Every single day, so many thoughts rise. How many out of them, how many of them are healthy and how many of them are unhealthy? Then you know you can mentally, it's a healthy mind or not healthy mind, or then you can tell. So, so that you said, as serving other could be one. Then thinking about change. So I've been saying here last 20 years. I've been repeating this word again, almost every single class. As a human, it's hard, but this knowledge is very important. This knowledge is this realizations, this understanding, this realization is very, very important for your happiness. Very, very important for your happiness. What is that realizations? Look around. Look around. Every single person's looking for happiness. Do we understand that? Very important to have the realizations. Every single person, wives, women, men, doesn't matter. Believer, not believer, Buddhist, non-Buddhist, Christian, non-Christian. Why you care? Every single person's looking for happiness. Do we really get that? Do we understand that? So that's the fundamental things. Becoming Buddhist doesn't guarantee happiness. Becoming Christian doesn't guarantee happiness. Or like that you are atheist doesn't mean you are not going to be happy. That's not true. That's not true. We are all human. You feel, I feel, not just only Tibetan feel. American don't feel. It's not like that. American feel, Tibetan feel. I have feeling, you have feelings. Everybody has feelings. So every single person in this room, every single second looking for happiness. There's no difference. You say, oh, I, we, you. When it's come down, that fact, there's no difference. Between you and the cat, same thing. Cat also looking for happiness. You're also looking for happiness. Oh, meditations. Nobody even wants slightest problems. See? Nobody wants. Nobody. That's a fact. Based on that realization, there's no enemy. There's no enemy. It's very important to understand, to have that realization. So, if that message center in your heart, your whole perception change. When you see someone, you know right away that person is looking for happiness. You know right away. There's no difference between you and me. There's no difference between American and Tibetan. There's no difference between black and white. There's no difference between Asian and American. There's no difference. Everybody doing the same thing. Therefore, wish others to be happy. Wish others to be happy. your true happiness begin. Your true happiness begin. Believe or not. What happened? Every single person you encounter, you wish them happy. These good things. These very good things. Or like, oh, do you go to church or not? That doesn't matter. Oh, why does it matter? Why does it matter if that person is sleeping on Sunday? What does it matter? That's nothing. That should not be problems. What we need to understand, that person, whether the person go to Buddhist center or not, whether the person go to church or not, that person is looking for happiness. That's the most important to understand. Most important to understand. Oh, how is the Dunga Tamusa meditation, Delaname, choosing member, Dada Shella, Chabami, Shenden Gawacha, Chinjalo, please bless me too. Please bless me means bless, the meaning of blessing is transform. No, there's so many different ways to present. Okay, some people put their hand on their head, some people give something. There's no real blessing. The definition of blessing, why you bless, you're trying to transform, you try to change. That's why you eat before you eat, you bless, you try to transform the food into something special, then you make offer, bless. So then in the end of the line, it says, please bless me to able to do that, able to see, able to understand, and able not just understand, be aware of, how you say, be aware, not just understand, be aware of understanding. I'm not sure how to say. Be aware, not just see, to be aware that you are seeing. Not just understand, be aware of your that understand. That's very good. That's the key too. So that is like wish to other to be happy. Wish to other to be happy. No, that's the very, very powerful horse. If you manage to ride that horse will bring you happiness to happiness. Then if somebody has a mind, if somebody is thinking why you don't ride that horse will bring you happiness to happiness. Chonga means like sadness. Nga means difficulties. It will eliminate all the sadnesses, all the difficulties. That horse will eliminate all the difficulties and all the sadness and all the difficulties. If the depression is part of that, if depression is part of sadness, that will help. Wishing others to be happy. So then, of course, that probably like just set aside the religion. Just set aside the religion. Just set aside. Think practically, practical level. Think to practical level. Of course, all the major religion traditions teach you how to develop those inner good qualities. Teach you how to develop or to develop the inner qualities. But so it's very important to think in practical level. If you ask who wants to be around with the person who is very mean, who wants to be around? Who wants to be around with a mean person? Nobody. Who wants to be around with a good person, kind person? Everybody wants to be around. Nothing to do with the look or size of the body, how you look, nothing to do with that. Kind is not based on how you look or how you dress. It's not based on that. It's based on the heart, warm heart, good heart. Everybody enjoys, If you are American, if you have good heart, if you have warm heart, you think about, you wish all the people happy. Everybody, Asian, Tibetan, no matter, even animals want to be around with you. Doesn't matter if you're American or Tibetan. So this is very important. So who first ask, who wants to be? Do you ever enjoy somebody criticizing you? No. It's nothing to do with religion. It's just a fact. It's a fact. You ask Tibetan, they say no. You ask American, they say no. You ask professor, they say no. You ask children, they don't want to be around somebody who's been mean all the time. They don't want to be around. So that's the fact. So this, I think, that will help. That will help. Tebe kyonga kusebe chanju semje tashun den dewan do Allah semya sojin julushurus. Why you get discouraged to ride that horse? That horse will bring you to happiness, and that horse will eliminate all the sadnesses, all the difficulties. What is that horse? Kind heart, warm heart, bodhicitta. That's the horse. So then Shantideva, this book has been written around what century? 8th century. Now we are 21st century. This book has been already written. So I'm not just making this up, I'm just repeating here. It's already been said. Around 8th centuries. Now it's 21st centuries. So it's time to do some more research, more analyze. Now it's time to analyze. Oh, warm heart, kind heart, bodhicitta. That's very like religious, how is it? Spiritual term is called bodhicitta. Is that true? Shantideva said. The Shantideva books, this is free of copyright. There's no copyright. Shantideva does not make any penny, even 1 penny. Anybody can print, redo, doesn't matter. Shantideva making no money, has no intention to make money. Now talk about like life has no meaning. Oh, my life is not worth it. No, it has no meaning. That's exactly how Shantideva appears for other people. What he has. Geshe Sumbawa, he was studying in Nalanda Monastery in India. Now you can only see the ruins. So that's where he's studying. Other people, the way he appears to others at that time, other people, either he's sleeping. It's not like people see, he's like doing serious meditation. No. Either he's sleeping, or he's going to bathroom, or he's eating. That's commonly people see. The people don't see, he's like seriously meditating or reading all the time. He just appears a lazy, you could call lazy. Eat, sleep, then go to bathroom. That's pretty much everybody does. That's his nickname called Geshe Sumbawa. Geshe 3, how is it? Recognition or 3 recognitions.
3 recognitions?
Yeah, 3 determinations. Determined to eat, determined to sleep, determined to go to bathroom. He was known as that 3 things. But he's the one who wrote this book. Is that true? That's what he said. That's what he said many centuries ago. It's time to analyze. What he said, is that true? Need to analyze. Number-wise, you are just one. Other, there's so many. So now just think about practical level. Think about practical level. So that's His Holiness call. This is called smart selfish. Smart selfish, not foolish selfish. Smart selfish, like say. So my way, highway. That's not very good. Number-wise, you are just one. Other, there are many. Just think about that. Just forget about religion. Practical level. That's practical level. Smart, selfish. That means wish other to be happy. Wish other to be happy. Is that easy? No, nothing is easy. Even making a pizza is not easy. Talking about pizza is quite easy. Wish to have eat pizza, that's easy. But actually making pizza, yeah, you need to move. You can't just sit down, pray, oh, very much like to eat Papa John pizza, please appear. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. You need to think, right? Think. The prayer, of course, good, so if you focus properly, it will change. Otherwise, it's just mumbling word. It's not going to change. You need to think. So now it's time to analyze. Is that true what Shantideva said many, many centuries ago? He said, if I manage to ride that horse in my life, that horse will bring me to happiness. And that horse will eliminate all the sadness and all the difficulties. What is that? That horse is loving kindness, kind heart, warm heart, bodhicitta. Is that true? Time to analyze. Well, otherwise, it doesn't require much. That can destroy your mind like that. Doesn't require much. Somebody did something, your all happiness is gone. Only happiness. That's quite amazing, like it's like how this mind trick you all the time. They trick you all the time, and create so many stories after stories after stories. Nothing, you get nothing. You gain nothing, and meanwhile you are losing so much. You're not gaining anything. That's unfortunately that's how the mind does. That's why the mind needs to be trained. Trained means to think every day. Think importance of cherishing others. So then you see that your life has meaning. See, now your life has a meaning. Your life has purpose. Don't say your life has no meaning. Yeah, of course your life has meaning. Because you are rising, you are shining, and you are brighting. Bright, how is it brighting? Bright, somebody's life. Bright. You are brightening somebody's life. So every sunrise is opportunities. Every sun, yesterday didn't do good. Oh, that's okay. Nothing's perfect. Yesterday, today is different. So tomorrow is going to be different. Tomorrow is going to be new. Every sunrise, as I remember that quote, don't remember who said it. Every sunrise has invitations for you to rise. Means think something positive. Don't just caught up with what happened yesterday. Do you have any clue what happened the life before this? No clue. Yeah, so many things happened. Probably yesterday, day before, last month, last year. Yeah, so many things happened life before this. Don't remember. Every morning is an opportunity. Every morning is an opportunity. Opportunity. So now you see your life has meaning. Your life has purpose. You feel purpose. So I do hear time to time. I hear, Geshe, my life has no meaning. No, that's not what in Buddha's teaching. That's not what it said. It said your life is precious. Did not say your life has no meaning, worthless. Didn't say that. And Buddhism encourages you to think that your life is precious. Your life is precious. Why? Because you have this sophisticated brain that brain could liberate you. Don't stop. It could liberate you. Yeah. Me tula tenen is Shantideva again, same person, Shantideva. Me tula tenen dunga chuo cheletos. The human, that your life is like boat. Me tula tenen dunga chuo cheleto. Problem, complications like oceans. It's come from all directions. Most of them come from your mind. samsara as a whole is already complicated. Then on top of that, our mind makes more complicated. See, the Dungachu is like not just small creek. No, it's not like small creek. It's like oceans, complications like oceans. Me, Trula, then rely on this boat. Dungachu Cheletu. You can sail beyond that ocean or whatever you call Dungachu Chen is huge creek. Dungachu Cheletu. So that you are capable, I'm capable, we are all capable. We are all capable to take something positive. I don't think, because he's monk, he's wearing robe, maybe he's capable to think something positive. Maybe I'm not. Yeah, I can get you rope. If that rope helps, I'll get you. I can offer you one, then wear and see. It's probably not going to help that much. See, Dunga Chungo Cheleto. So me Trula then in Dunga Chungo Cheleto. So that that's life that's why this sometimes it's considered as a boat. So therefore it's very precious. It's very precious. So that's what we should think every morning, that you are awake, that you are alive, and you need to feel that your life is precious, not based on what people say, what people think. The precious of your life is not based on what people think. It's not based on that. It's not based on that. It's not based on that. So there are people in like India, on the mountains, probably monks, nuns, probably lay people, doing lifetime retreat. They don't see people, but they feel precious. It's not based on what people think about how you look. There's nothing to do with that. That life is precious, precious human life. Okay, so something to think about, something good to think about. So basically here, you already said, So that's what I believe. So if you wonder, you can read the book. It's there, it's in the book. So then make sure that I don't make this up yesterday or last night. Yeah, so then, so now maybe, what time is now? Or maybe a few more minutes. Second question, please, second question, so I'm going to finish this question. Is our Buddha nature the inner gemstone, which is covered up by dirt and needs to be uncovered? Is it already purified? Prefed, P-E-R-F-E-D. Prefed, P-E-R-F-E-D. So I'm not sure what that means. Already, you understand? P-E-R-F-E-D.
Maybe it's perfect.
P-E-R-F-E-D. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Put it together, make it small. Yeah. So yeah, is it already perfect? Okay, then it is already perfect, wise, compassionate, inherently good, or does it only have the potential to be those things? I can answer based on my mere knowledge, not on experience. Based on my mere knowledge, I did study this like almost 25 years in the monastery. So, because see, another way to say. Sometimes you see the word Buddha nature. That's a very technical term. You see Buddha nature. So, does not mean that you are all enlightened. Okay, sometimes. So since I came to America, sometimes like once in a while you hear some people come there, you tell them, Geshe, did I already enlighten? I don't know. Who am I can judge you are enlightened or not? So now the interesting part is the next part. So then like, if you only enlightened, then you should know that you are enlightened. There should not be, first place, there should not be questions. Am I enlightened? If you think you are enlightened, that's hard to believe that you're enlightened, that you don't know you're enlightened. Maybe that only happened in America. Maybe that doesn't happen. Maybe the way the people, like interpret the text, sometimes, not you, maybe whoever is explaining the text, maybe they don't understand very well, so then they said what is said literally, so then people do get confused, yeah. So like sometimes you see like innate Buddha, innate Buddha means right from the beginning. What does innate Buddha mean? Innate Buddha, what it means?
It means that it's within you.
You are already Buddha.
Yeah. Well, you have innate goodness.
Yeah.
That
So anyway, there's a few words. Even this word exists in Tibetan, but you have to explain. Otherwise, if you take that literally, yeah. So then you wonder, oh, I'm already enlightened. So then you go to someone else and ask, do I enlighten? So it's hard to say. So anyway, so Buddha nature, mainly talking about nature of mind. Nature of mind. So nature of mind. Nature of mind. Oh. Yeah. So reflections, everything you see, you meet different people, you see different people, you talk to them, everything, all things happening that, eating, like going, walking, talking, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, all of that. It's the reflection of your mind, reflection. It's the reflection of your mind. So nature of that mind is empty. You understand? Nawa semjiraji, sem tomberaji, nawa semjiraji. It's the reflections. Nature of your mind is like clear sky, there's no cloud. When you look up there, there's nothing, just clear sky. But the cloud reflects. But that doesn't mean that cloud is inseparable with the sky. Otherwise, you'll never see clear sky. If you think it's like inseparable. So, therefore, you, I, we all make mistakes. We all probably, how much mistake I've been made. So, yeah, so, yeah, so, everything that I did in the monastery is not like spiritual practice. So chasing donkey, desire to ride, not able to ride like horse. You just put your whole body like this. If you're able to catch one, what do you do? Like 7. Like I went to monastery when I was 7. Now 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that time the other kids know. When all the teacher goes to work, so we don't study, we just chase donkey. The monastery donkey. So then if we manage to corner one donkey, so we rotate to jump on the. There's nothing to hold on. The donkey sometimes runs so fast, just collapse on the dirt, and sometimes on the ashes. There's many things that burn, they all become ashes. So, so many things been done, so many probably life before this, so many things been, even in this life, so many that's been done out of not like very neutral mind, not like there's so many things done, but doesn't mean you're going to do this all the time. No, change, grow. So there's a Buddha nature, the nature of mind is pure. Nature of mind is pure. It's not based on how you feel. If you feel, oh, my life is not worth, I'm worthless, my life is no meaning, that's not true. It's not true. It's not true at all. It's not true. It's not true. Because why is not true? Because nature of mind is pure. All the things that, all the actions, physical, verbal, mental action, these are like cloud temporary there. Temporary there, it's like cloud, it's temporary there. So it doesn't mean that you are only enlightened. Okay, so Buddha nature, Buddha nature. So pure mind, nature of mind is pure. So now word inherent, there's some problems. According to Buddhist philosophy, there's some problems. Word inherently. So Buddhist, according to Buddhist philosophy, also Buddha's teachings, there are no such a thing called inherent. Inherent, because everything's interdependent. Everything interdependent. There's no inherent. There's no inherent. Everything interdependent. Then everything's interdependent, depending on circumstance, depending on cause, depending on conditions. Therefore, everything can be changed because there's not inherent. If it's inherent, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. When you burn the fire always burn upward. That's nature. There's nothing you can do. It will burn upward. It never burns downward. If you pour the water, it will run downward. Never run upward. That's the nature. There's nothing you can do. Inherent, that means something you cannot change. So the Buddhist, according to that's problem. According to Buddhist philosophy, there's not such a thing called absolute, inherent. No, everything's dependent, interdependent. It's not absolute, interdependent. So now I say all the appearances is reflection of the mind. The nature of that mind is empty. So that's Buddha nature. Oh yeah. So then probably stop. So yesterday. Oh yeah. So Friday, last Friday, one of my friends took me to hiking. So I never hike since I came here in America 20 years. So he said, Gila, think about it. I said, oh, I will think about it. I'm going back and forth. Anyway, so what's called profile trail. Grandfather, profile trail, from bottom to all the way to up, just to see some view. Oh, you think there's enjoyment? He asked me, Geshe, would you want to go again? I said, probably no, I'm finished. We're finished. We're finished. It's really hard. 8 miles. Nobody's going up there, only me and him. We saw people on the road, they all come back. They're on the road, he says, come, Geshe, come. I can't come, because I cannot move, because it's hard, you have to sit closely. So then, it's very interesting, all kind of mindset rise. Oh, yeah. So, what do you think? Because you hike all the time. Oh, I think that's very difficult. I think it's a very, very difficult one. Anyway, so yesterday, all day, I feel like pasta, so that one. So then I look at him, he has the ankle problem, he's moving hardly. So, but we did it. That's the things, we did it. So then I'm not yeah, so I'm not sure what is the physical happiness, mental happiness, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Physical happiness, mental happiness, I'm not sure. But so I'm sure there's a lot of physical happiness. So he asked then put water, so-called -0. I don't feel like to drink. -0, so cold. I slowly, when it turns around, I open it, pour the water on the ground, because too heavy. He's looking around, he's getting more water. I just turn up. We walk a little bit up there, so then again, another water. All day, just one piece of bread and maybe some tea. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Then coming down, you see parking lot somewhere, then you walk there, it's there, so they walk there, it's go like, feel like farther and farther and farther and farther. So, okay, so I experienced. So anyway, so I just want to share, so I'm not sure, like probably you know what is this all about, hiking, or any happiness, I'm not sure. Yeah, so, oh yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for all your contributions. So please next time, so if there's any questions, put more questions, so then all our friends is willing to contribute, okay? Thank you.
Okay, so turn to page 191, and we'll recite one round of the praises to the 21 Taras in order to remove obstacles to the light of the path retreat. This was a suggestion by Lama Rinpoche.
Then one thing that, every single morning I light a candle. I actually light 8 candles every single day. Then I'm thinking about all the people I know who's no longer here, pass away. So I light 1 candle for them, say prayer. And all the people that, I have connections to Kadampa in the last 20 years. I light 1 candle for that and I pray. So I just want you to know that I pray every single day. For your health, for your happy life, so I pray. So just if that helps, to you to overcome from your depression, think that Geshe lights candle for each one of you every single day. Okay.
And if you don't have the gold prayer book, but you have the white binder, it's on the green sheets, the green colored paper. From your sublime abode at the Potala, O Tara born from the green letter Tam, your crown adorneth Amitabha, action mother of the Buddhas of the 3 times, Tara, please come with your attendants. The gods and demigods bow to your lotus feet, O Tara. You who rescue all who are destitute, to you, Mother Tara, I pay homage. O my prostrate to the noble transcendent liberator, homage Tara, swift heroic, eyes like lightning instantaneous, sprung from opening stamens of the Lord of 3 words, two-bone lotus. Homage she whose face combines 100 autumn moons at fullest, blazing with light rays resplendent as 1,000 star collection. Homage golden blue and lotus, water-born and hand-adorned, giving effort, calm austerity, patience, meditation, her sphere. Homage crown of Tathagatas, action triumph without limit, relied on by conquerors' children, having reached every perfection. Homage filling with tutare, whom desire direction and space, trampling with their feet the 7 worlds, able to draw forth all beings. Homage worshipped by the all-Lord, Shaka Ani Bamamaru, honored by the hosts of spirits, corpses, Gandharvas, Yakshas. Homage with Urcha and sound, destroying foes' magic diagrams, her feet pressing left out right in, blazing in a raging fireblaze. Homage to the very dreadful destroyer of Mara's champions. She was crowning lotus visage, who was slayer of all. Homage at the heart or finger, so adorn her with 3 jewel mudra. Light ray masses all excited, all directions wheels adorn her. Homage she so joyous, radiant, crowning, emitting garlands of light, fill laughing with tutare, subjugating Mara's devas. Homage she able to summon all earth guardians assembly, shaking, frowning with her home sign, saving from every misfortune. Homage crown adorneth crescent, moon on ornaments most shining, Amitabha in her hair knot, sending out much light eternal. Homage she with wreath ablaze like eon deadening fire above. I shall flip and joy surround you, troops of enemies destroying. Homage she who strikes the ground with her palm and with her foot beats it, scowling with the letter whom the 7 levels she does conquer. Homage happy, virtuous, peaceful, she whose field is peace nirvana. She endowed with Om and Soha, destroyer of the great evil. Hame she with joy surrounded, tearing foes' bodies asunder, freezes human knowledge mantra, arrangement of the 10 letters, Hame ture with seed letter, of the shape of syllable, whom 5 of something 6 is 3 worlds, Meru Mandara and Vin. Homage holding in her hand the hermetic moon of Devalek form, with spice book Kantara and Pei, totally dispelling poison. Homage she whom gods and their kings and the kin are aroused to honor. Armored in all joyful splendor, she dispels bad dreams and conflicts. Homage she whose 2 eyes bright with radiance of sun and full moon, with Swaisara and Tutare, she dispels severe contagion. Homage full of liberating power by the set of 3 natures, Tursos the spirits, yakshas, and raise corpus supiunture. These praises with the root mantras and prostrations thus are 21. Now go to page 190 for the prayer of the benefits. So we're going backwards. Whoever is endowed with devotion for the goddess and recites this with supreme faith, remembering it at dawn upon waking and in the evenings, will be granted all fearlessness, will perfectly pacify all negativities, and will eliminate all unfortunate migrations. The multitudes of conquerors will quickly grant initiation. Thus endowed with this greatness, one will eventually reach the state of a Buddha. If affected by the most terrible poison, whether ingested, drunk, or from a living being, just by remembering will one be thoroughly cleansed. If this prayer is recited 2, 3, or 7 times, it will pacify all the sufferings of torments caused by spirits, fevers, and poisons, and by other beings as well. If you wish for a child, you will get a child. If you wish for wealth, you will receive wealth. All your wishes will be fulfilled and all obstacles pacified. I'll turn to page 246. And we read the dedication from Master Shantideva's Bodhi Karyavatar, from the book that Geshe quoted. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain a notion of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with the mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may they never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may we too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. I turn to page 244 and 245. We'll read the short, long life prayers, first for His Holiness, and then on the next page for Gyume Ken Rinpoche, Khyentse Rinpoche, Jitsun Losang Dalek, and then back for Lama Zongpa Rinpoche. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good, all-powerful Chenrei, Tenzin Gyatso. Please remain until samsara ends. The one who mastered his speech at a very young age. The one with great patience who received the name Avatara. The one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void. Lama ornament of the yellow hat tradition. Please remain until samsara. You uphold the subduer's moral way and serve as a bountiful bearer of sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjunak's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplished magnificent prayers honoring the 3 jewels. Savior, myself, and others, your disciples, please, please live long. And now 7 green Tara mantras for Geshe-la and Geshe Sangpo's long, healthy, happy life. Om tare tu re so ha. 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 Om tare tu re so ha.
Maybe just go 1 second. So there's about 2 minutes left. It's actually supposed to stop 11:50. Now it's 11:48. So I'm going to recite some healing mantra, and please visualize bright blue light. Okay, bright blue light on your crown. So we symbolize all the healing energy. So as generally speaking, there are many different colors of healing energies, but this just bright blue light, that's all kinds of the combination of all the healing energy. When you do the practice, then all this different light dissolve from one to another. So eventually it dissolves into the bright blue light. Okay, so just visualize or picture on your crown much as possible. So while I reciting the mantras, okay. So then please visualize that bright blue light, like then it's like almost like laser beam. So then goes into it, then purify all the physical sicknesses, mental difficulties, okay, or then purify everything, all the negative karmas, physical sicknesses, mental difficulties. If there's like obstacles created by beings, invisible beings, visible beings, all of them completely purify, just hearing the mantra, okay. So it won't take more than a minute, okay. Please visualize. tuje kola nyambe chumde de tsa de me ngdo dunga se tuzo ne de tanje menje la bendu ya yo cha bendu ya yo la cha se la om namo bhagavate bhagase guru bendu ya tamba randa ya tatanga da ya arhate samya sambuddha ya te ya tom bhagase ma bhagase randa samonga de om namo bhagavate bhagase guru bendu ya tamba randa ya tatanga da ya arhate samya sambuddha ya te ya tom bhagase ma bhagase randa samonga de om namo bhagavate bhagase Guru Benduya Nambarada Tathagata Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Teatam Bekaze Maham Bekaze Raja Samonga de Zoam Namo Bhagavate Bekaze Guru Benduya Nambarada Tathagata Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Teatam Bekaze Maham Bekaze Raja Samonga de Zoam Namo Bhagavate Bekaze Guru Benduya Nambarada Tathagata Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Teatam Bekaze Maham Bekaze Raja Samonga de Sova Om Namo Bhagavate Bekaze Guru Benduya Nambarada Tathagata Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Teatam Bekaze Maham Bekaze Raja Samonga de Sova Om Namo Bhagavate Bekaze Guru Benduya Nambarada Tathagata Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Teatam Bekaze Maham Bekaze Raja Samonga de Soha Simchen Deba Chinyeba Nyudo Nele Tajo de Nene Maleba Tado Juma Mebasho Pama Simchen Tamche Dedan Denjo Jengen Ro Tamche Tado Duvada Chacho Seba Kana Tujoba Teta Kunje Melam Dujuji Shona Kune Ludaze Dunga Neba Chinyeba Teta Take Sonomje Dega Jazo Dobasho Shona Kune Ludaze Dunga Neba Chinyeba Teta Dazo Sonomje Dega Jazo Dobasho Shona Kune Ludaze Dunga Neba Chinyeba Teta Dazo Sonomje Dega Jazo Dobasho Jawadamje Dolinde La Ijebe Tepata Nijuda Chanjuke Simta Tawa Namba Taba Tadaba Kondo Chune Sowa Mebe Nyawa Jume Jodo Juba Juje Jawadamje Doluda Ngada Ije Kone Gewe Zawa Chini Chabadamje Shindeta Chanju Namba Taba Kone Juju Ya
Good morning. I'm Elise from Outreach. And this morning we started the service with a wonderful video from Geshe showing that whether you pray Christian, Hindu, Buddhist prayers, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you all have the positive intention of wanting to be good and to do good. And we were talking today, too, a lot about how the way to make yourself happy is to make others happy. The way to learn about your own precious human life, your own value, is to express it through service to others. Now, with a Kadampa Center is affiliated with the Triangle Interfaith Alliance. And on Thursday, February 21, in about 3 or 4 weeks, we're having our annual dinner meeting to which everyone is invited. And it's a perfect opportunity for you to, having come here to learn about these things, to go there and really learn it through experience. The theme is called Making a Difference, and we will have representatives there from the U.S. Committee for Refugees and Immigrants, for Helping Hand Mission, and Habitat for Humanity. And you'll learn about how these people are affected by their service with these organizations and how people have whose lives have been affected by them. You will learn how to connect with them and with other organizations. You'll learn about how you can connect with others to be of service in little ways and bigger ways. So it's really a wonderful opportunity for everybody. You'll find some information about this soon, starting this week, on our website and our Facebook. You can go to the Triangle Interfaith Alliance Facebook and learn it. We do need RSVP because it is a dinner, but and there's a suggested donation for the dinner, $15 for adults, $10 for students. But no one will be turned away. So please consider this. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I think we have tea, right? We have tea? Yes. Please enjoy tea. So